Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you read that right. Chiefy chats. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Are back. Oh my god, I can't believe I almost screwed that up. Yeah, it's been a hot second, and there's a very good reason for their disappearance as well as their return. When I was working on the Chiefy chats and doing a lot of weekly second channel uploads, I'd recently hired on an editor, and I was trying to sort of businessify the second channel, which is by all means a plenty fine thing to do. There's nothing against that. There's nothing wrong. But the problem I was running into is it started detracting my attention away from the main channel, and I started slipping there. I was uploading even less. I had lower quality uploads. I think there was still like a bit of a learning curve that needed to happen too, which that's just kind of the reality of the game. Also, can we take a note at my server? Oh my god. Look at all this. There's so many people online. This is incredible. And a bridge. There's so much activity. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Which, you know, this is important. Over the past little bit of time, I've been putting a lot of effort into just building a community that people of my fan base can play on. And I love it. But it had taken away from the main channel. And at the end of the day, this is a business like anything else. I have to make money if I want to keep uploading videos, because I have to pay for myself and rent and groceries. Look, I make a lot of jokes about rent, but it's true, baby. My landlord loves taking my money. So because of that, I had to take a pause from the second channel. Now, here's where the good news comes in. I am making a return to it. I think I've actually found a much better system that might work for me moving forward. We'll see. It could just be a complete failure. But the plan is to upload every other week on both the main channel and the second channel. And so what I mean by that is on one week, I'll be uploading a main channel video, and then the next week it'll be a second channel video, and then the week after that it's a main channel video. So there's going to be like a flip-flop and alternation where once a week I'll upload a Chiefy chat video, and maybe on the second channel, by the way, the Chiefy chats are going on the second channel if that wasn't already evident. Also, I'm curious, I want to ask a quick thumbnail question. Would you guys rather see a thumbnail with my face at, like, you know, right up in the center, kind of like the thumbnails I've done for the Chiefy chats before editor put it up on the screen? Or would you prefer to see a thumbnail that's more like a screenshot, like literally like this is the thumbnail, just whatever I'm doing right now? Let YouTube just auto pick the thumbnail. I'd be curious to know that point. But the whole thought is, you know, you can start putting in your questions again, or maybe I'll just start talking about stuff more in life. Like, for example, I started up doing BJJ recently, and I think that's going to be maybe in a few Chiefy chats time. I'll talk about my experience with that, because I know I have a video about judo and how that saved my life. And that's a very important, I'd say, chat for me. I think a nice thing about this is it'll just allow me to kind of reconnect with you, the viewers, because despite the business side suffering tremendously, back when I was doing a bunch of those like daily Chiefy chats and, you know, all this other stuff, it was so fulfilling. I felt so fulfilled with my life. It was awesome. Put a big smile on my face. I felt so connected to my community, even more so, which is you guys. You didn't feel like numbers. You felt like people to me, and I thought that was pretty cool. I'm trying to get better also at not saying, that's just me. So I think that's really the big name of the game here, which is being able to do this, but do it at a basis or a frequency that doesn't allow me to burn out. Something that's stable and something that I can build a backlog in. So me and my editor are working hard on what we're calling phase 2 right now. And phase 2 is essentially rebalancing and revitalizing both the main channel and the second channel. And you're going to see a slight shift. It's still Minecraft content, but there's going to be a slight shift in the way I make the videos. Those story-based videos that I would say are more art forms will be farther and fewer in between, because they just don't perform from a business perspective. However, that doesn't mean they're not going to be there. If something comes across, I will still probably make it, and maybe they'll come out once every few months, but you'll be getting a lot more uploads of some more fun. And holy cow, God, this is such a cool server. Everywhere you look, like, look, there's an ice boat ring. There's a pagoda. There's Miles's mom. There's all this cool stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's fun. Like I said, look at this map. Seriously. Look at how much stuff. And there's also stuff like way out here too. I'm tangenting. The point I want to say is that the Chiefy chats are coming back once every other week. We'll be sprinkling some regular uploads in there on the second channel of some like just fun Minecraft stuff that's not going to see the main channel light of day. And main channel will be making a comeback. I'll be curious to know what you guys think of the upcoming videos. And I love you guys. Look forward to the next Chiefy chat. And phase 2 is initiated. Peace out.